Good afternoon, everybody, or good evening. My name is Dele Sumu of Stepwise International Training Services Limited, and
I'm Titilayo Alagbe of Stepwise International Training Services.
Today we're going to be talking about values. Values are very important things to live by. We all grew up by values, we all live by values, and if you haven't got no values, sometimes there's no point in actually living, because basically they're very, very key to whatever you do. We're going to be relating today's session to as an individual or as a company. But what I'm going to do first and foremost is actually going to introduce or define what value means to us. I've got a particular definition there which is very, very key to what we're trying to talk about today. And it says, values are the principles that allow us to guide our behavior, to fulfill ourselves as individuals. They are fundamental beliefs that help us prefer, accept and choose one thing over or a behavior over another. They are also a source of satisfaction and fulfillment. So as an individual, I'm sure growing up, you have particular values that you were guided by. You have particular morals that you were guided by. And these values and behaviors should lead to, if you set up a business, they should be part of what are the basics of how you set up your business. Titi is going to just say a bit more.
Okay, there is one to know about values. Obviously, there are different types of values. As Dele has said, there are personal values, values that make you who you are. Personally, my value is integrity, one of my value, and I live by it. Whatever I do, we do everything as a family by that value, integrity, and always say the right thing. There is no lie in the family. There is also a family value. So as a collective group of people in a family, there is value and there is much attached to that value as well. Yeah. A lot of family are proud of their values because they live by it. It defines them and they're known by that values. Yes. There are also social, cultural values. And myself, Titilayo, being from the Yoruba area of Nigeria, there are values that are associated with our culture, like Ashwebi and things like that. It is the value of our culture, or helping each other out when there is a marriage coming up or a death. That is part of our cultural value as well. There is spiritual value. So people that have got faith, they have that spiritual value that they believe in. Christian has their value. They believe in God. They believe in Jesus Christ was the Son of God. The Muslim have their values, and all other religions have their value as well. And there are moral values. Moral values are what also you decide to do and help you to define right from wrong. Yeah. Moral value, I'm a good timekeeper. I do not believe in lateness, and I believe that whatsoever is worth doing, it's worth doing well. Yes. And it's like this personal moral value, I actually take into my workplace as well. Yes. Because I'm a timely person. When I organize meeting, I would ensure that at that time that we've agreed, I start that meeting because I respect other people, that they have got other things to do as well. So in an organization, your moral value will push you and it will take you a lot further. And then there's organizational value. Different companies that we work for, they all have values. MTN has value. We were reading about MTN. We're talking about their leadership value. Yes. We're talking about their integrity. Yeah. We're talking about their innovation value. We were talking about Airtel as well. They got their value out there. And we were talking about different companies that have values and how they work towards that value.
What I would say is, as a company, you need values. Like we're talking about MTN, we're talking about Airtel. Are these companies known by these values? I've got a very, very nice example that I like using, and it's about Virgin. Virgin has this unique and exceptional customer experience. But if anybody who deals with Virgin, like Virgin Nigeria was in Nigeria before, Virgin UK that we use in the UK, these values are there. You deal with a Virgin and you're not going to get anything less. As a company, we ask, what are your values? Stepwise is here to actually help companies define what their values are, because there's a lot of businesses out there which just been set up for the sake of being set up, and there's no moral value behind them. There's no motive behind them. People are just thinking about making money. But if you set up a business, there has to be something that you are known by. There has to be a belief system behind it. If you employ people, the people that you employ need to know exactly, as an employee, what you stand for, so they can take that forward to actually deal with their customers. So without the value, and the customers, the staff don't know exactly what you stand for, so what do you tell your staff? And what does your staff tell the people that link up with your business? So what we're saying is, Stepwise, we're talking about values. We have got our own values. Our values, and I'll say them now, they are innovation, they are compassion, empowerment, and integrity.
Yes.
As you can see me and Titi now, we got together and these 4 values came and sprung to our, and that's basically what we're living by. And this, you see us, that's what we're all about. So what we're going to be doing in the few next series, there's going to be a few more series. And what we're going to do, we're going to be breaking down our values one by one. So we're just going to break it down, put a bit more flesh on the bone. Just, let's let you know exactly what Stepwise, what we're all about and what we stand for. I think that's about it for today. Titi, you got anything else to say?
I just want to tell other people out there that are listening to us and in businesses or organization, if you haven't got any value, the first step is actually to go back to look for that value that defines your business. I want to say to any organization out there in Nigeria or wherever you are, any value you've got, if the company's got value already, I suggest you go back to those values, and actually start living by them. Bring them alive. Bring them back to life. Because value does matter. It defines what the organization is about. It defines what the people was about. It defines who you are. And your customers actually likes to know what your values stand for.
What do you stand for?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much for watching. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, all the social handles, we're on it. Stepwise International Training Services Limited, transforming minds and raising standards. Thank you very much.
Thank you.